The technology problem of autonomy has been the hardest challenge to solve, and that's been a multi-decade effort. That technology problem is now largely being solved. What's going to determine the success or failure of autonomous in the world is whether it can be commercialized. And Uber is going to be the thing that makes autonomy commercially viable.
Most of the problems that AV companies are trying to solve are problems that Uber already has a lot of experience with. Because of that, we've built Uber Autonomous Solutions as a suite of services that helps autonomous tech companies actually bring the technology that they've built to life in the real world. The great thing about all of these solutions is that they can work with all kinds of AV hardware on a global scale. When it comes to training autonomous vehicles to navigate a city safely and efficiently, you need to start with a high-quality data set.
All of our AV partners are trying to get to L4 autonomy, and the most important thing that they need in order to get there is enough real-world driving data. We're running a fleet of Lucid vehicles. They're specially equipped to collect data that we can share with our AV partners so they can train their AI systems and achieve L4 much more quickly than they otherwise could. Another area Uber has been investing in is data-enriched mapping. No one has the volume of trip data that Uber has. We've been doing 30 million trips across 70 countries worldwide every single day, with 1 million trips going on at any given moment. And from that data, we know the optimal pickup and drop-off locations and detailed patterns of demand.
Uber operates with all of that today and is able to provide data that helps software developers train against those complex situations in a way that nobody else can.
Uber has always tried to meet rider needs wherever they are. That can be the most comfortable ride, the most convenient ride. It could be the most affordable. And we want to create an entire suite of products that make sense for AVs.
One of the things that we're really excited about as we scale up fleets of autonomous vehicles is the ability to serve novel use cases, like reserving your ride in advance, sharing a ride, and more options in the future.
Uber is really known for a seamless, frictionless experience for our consumers. And so having what we would consider a universal in-car tablet experience is a key part of what we're trying to do for autonomous rides on Uber.
Riders can start the trip, they can see everything that's going on that trip, whether it's the right temperature or the music that you want to listen to that day. All those things are little opportunities for them to feel in control, and that really helps them trust the experience.
We all love it when everything goes right with our trips, but we always know that there are the times when we forget an item, we get stuck behind a large truck and might need some help.
Support for all of our riders is a simple tap away, whether they need help pre-trip, on-trip, or post-trip. If something happens to the vehicle, we have a set of remote operators that can actually use the sensors and cameras on that car to better understand the world around it and allow the car to proceed or not. If there are scenarios where the autonomous vehicle can't continue to operate, we leverage our hybrid network to really ensure they get to their final destination. We're also currently working with industry leaders like Nuro to develop a remote assistance platform that is ready for their vehicles to scale across the globe.
One of the things that's overlooked when talking about bringing autonomous vehicles to the world is the importance of fleet operations.
The challenging thing about AVs is they operate 24/7. And that means that they might, in a given year, drive over 100,000 miles. They need servicing, they need cleaning, they need routine maintenance.
Each of these vehicles is engineered to have the right sensors, the right compute capability within them to be able to drive themselves. And that means this is a highly valuable asset. In order to get a return on that investment, that asset needs to be well utilized.
Uber's AV Mission Control allows fleet operators to monitor their vehicles in real time. So they know which vehicles need a charge. They can bring them into the depot at the right time to maximize uptime and really ensure utilization of their assets.
Our view is that on some time horizon, every single car in the world is powered by autonomous technology. Core to our strategy is making sure there's a thriving, healthy ecosystem of many players across many geographies. Uber is an accelerator on the whole ecosystem. At the end of the day, even the folks that are sort of out in front at this stage of the game are going to have a deep incentive to just drive as high utilization as they can on their own assets and their own technology. And I do think that means that everyone will end up working with Uber.